Hello, welcome to Life in Motion Blogs. This is my 10th video. Now, today's video, I'm not going to share my life experiences. However, it's a part of an experience. So, before you start watching this video, kindly like, share as much as you can. And as I always say, Life in Motion will share with you some real-time scenarios. Now, today's video is something which most of the people have asked me after I moved to Australia. Now, when you're moving to a new country, there are a lot of questions that come into your mind. Again, as I mentioned in my previous video, that will I get a good job, or the place where I stay, will it be safe, secure? Will my child get a good school? How is the lifestyle going to be? How are the people over there? So same questions came to me as well before I moved in. So today's video is pretty much about finding the right school for your child. For people who are moving to Australia with the family, and if they have small children or pretty big children, finding a proper school is one of the most important thing which should be on your priority list when you move to this new country, because schools are most important for their academics. Now I'm going to share what I've gone through. Now, my child was studying in Qatar in a British curriculum. So when I moved into a temporary accommodation, it took me almost 1 month to take or to conduct a research of all the schools in certain or in specific suburbs, because there are good schools in every suburbs, and finding the place to stay in that or in those specific suburbs. So the first thing what you need to do is find out which school you would like to enroll your child in. Now, there are schools where you can approach them, you can take a tour, try to talk to the teachers out there, try to talk to principal out there, and find out how is their style of teaching, whether that can match with the caliber of your child. Now, there are different classifications of schools. There are public schools, there are private schools, and there are Catholic schools, which I consider semi-private. So how the school progression happens here is, in the initial year, like until year 7, I think it is called as primary school. So when you pass year 7, then you go into secondary school. First, you find out which school is good for your child, and also make sure that, of course, once you select the school, you need to find place nearby that school to live in, because whichever suburbs you choose, you can choose only those schools or primary schools which is within your school zone. For example, there is a school A, there's a website where you can search based on your suburb. You can put in your address where you're living, and you can see which schools are in your school zone, and that's where you can enroll your child. But if there is another school which is outside your school zone, it's very hard to get into those schools, because again, your address doesn't match those school zones. I think what I want to bring into your attention is, schoolings here can help children get more exposure. They can, as I mentioned in my one of the previous videos, that Australia is meant for fitness. They promote fitness and mental and social stability. So here we are able to get our kids enrolled in many extracurricular activities depending on what they prefer and what do they like. We have the facility to do that. Again, if you can afford, you can do it. So, and also, usually kids are always busy during the entire week, even the weekends as well. They have, they get enrolled in netball, basketball, badminton, swimming, football, public speaking. So there are many activities over here where you can nurture the skills in your child. So, the more you enroll them, the more they will get busy. So it's always good to keep kids busy rather than sitting on their cell phone, wasting their precious time. If you can build their academic career, it will be good for them in future. So these are some of the small things which we need to keep in mind, when you move to a new country. I am totally with you guys that these are some of the things which can actually cause anxiety in parents. So again, you guys need not worry about it because it does take some time. It took me time. So don't worry about it. Only thing is you need to do a proper research before moving and after moving in. So nothing is hard in life. Everything in life you need to put in your 100% efforts. So if you don't put in your 100% efforts, don't expect 100% results as well. So you need not worry. Take your time. Find the right school. Find the right type of school as well. Google. Find out there are different schools. You can type in the top 10 schools or top 20 schools or top 30 schools, private schools, public schools. Then once you take down some schools, you can go to different real estate websites, find any houses for rent, or if you want to buy, you can buy. So again, it's all possible, but it's not difficult as well. So again, my child actually took almost a year to get used to this new curriculum. Here, usually the public schools, or which is funded by the government, they are not that expensive. But what I've felt is we need to invest in many tuitions or any out of the school hours of teaching in different topics where you need to invest in all those extracurricular teachings as well for your academic or for his or her academic. But if you are in a private or in a semi-private, you don't have to invest because everything is being taught in the school. So again, it's all up to you. How do you want to invest? Like for example, I wouldn't say investing in education is a bad thing. It's always good. So if you are able to afford, I would say go for it. It depends on people to people as well. So for me personally, this place was close to this place or the school which my child is going, or the school which my child is going is pretty close to my house, so which I can walk and drop my child, or either one of us can drop her, and it was falling within our school zone, so that made me comfortable to take my child to the school and bring back home. So this is one of the things which normally people ask. So again, before moving or after moving to a new country, do a thorough research. Go through the school website, see the recommendations, ask people. There are different communities, Facebook communities. Do a research, find a school, go to the school, do a school tour, talk to the principal, talk to the teachers, find out whether this style of teaching is matching your child's caliber, and then get them enrolled. Because, as I mentioned, school is most important because that is the basics of their that's the foundation. That is most important. So, again, this is a short video about schools. So if you would like to know, or if you would need more information, you can comment here, or you can send me message. I can try to help you. School zone, most important. Primary school and secondary school. Again, we need to make sure that our children are more comfortable, because again, moving from one country to another country, sometimes it's a challenge, but we need to support each other. Talk to your peers, talk to the teachers, talk to the principal, and that's how you can make sure that your child, because again, at the end of the day, when you're moving, we are all adults, right? We have the capacity to be flexible, but sometimes our children can struggle because they're young, so we need to support them. So until my next video, thank you so much for watching my 10th video on how to find the right school for your child. Keep liking my video, share as much as you can. As I mentioned, the more you support, the more it gives me motivation to make more content. And as I said, I only come during the weekends over here because that's the time I can make videos. So unless I make this full time, so you can see me posting more videos. So until then, take care, keep liking, keep sharing. Life in Motion blogs. See you later. Bye-bye.